everybody, Jet here, and welcome back to my Balthasar Gelt playthrough as the Golden Order here in a Empire Undivided patch of Warhammer Total War 2. I think I've got through all the bits I needed to say there. It gets quite a mouthful actually as you go on. Well, we've not really expanded hugely. We've consolidated Solland, but we're doing reasonably well. As we said, we've also looked at the rest of the elect accounts. Now somebody did point... yes, so I can. So I can look at each of these things. So there's these guys, and we can get the Knights off as their special unit, and the Troll Cleaver weapon. Right. So everybody's got their own thing. Grudge Settler. That sounds very very dwarfish. Oh, and I can... put him in charge? I'm not sure I'd want to do that. Select any elected seat you control and double left click on this candidate. So I don't think I can put him into mine. I was going to say that would be a bit confusing. We've got the steam tank here, the Emperor's Wrath. Now. Korenberg Great Swords. Right. Somebody's asked me to particularly look at all of these, so Schutzen's gun. It's a magic mortar. That's quite cool. So, special crossbowman. The Empire. There's a nice, good selection of things. Oh, so that's just normal swordsman there, actually. Yes. And obviously we do get some from here. Knights of More. So yeah. It's an interesting selection of things, and there's weapons from each of those as well. Anyway, rather than boring you with all that, let's actually get in here. I do want to build up a bit before I need to take these guys out, which is proving trickier than I would like, actually. And then I want to pursue some campaigns against the vampires, because actually taking out their territory seems like a very good idea to me. Controlling Sylvania is somewhere where toys live. Controlling Sylvania seems like a good idea to me, and then we'll get good. We'll start building cooperation with all of the dwarven factions over there. Don't need to worry too much about Fort Sol. I suspect I can hold everything there. And we've got good dwarven allies to the north of us. So actually Fort Sol is, I doubt, ever really going to struggle too much. I would be very surprised if it actually takes too much. If it gets assaulted majorly. Unless things really change, I would be very surprised if it gets any major assaults. That's kind of what I'd say about all of them because of their positioning. I guess some of them might. Certainly up here. Ooh. How many turns is it for? 5 turns. I'll take the buff. Ooh, wow. Middenland has come under attack from the Skaven in the garrison of Middenstag and are appealing for military assistance. Will you come to their defense, join them in battle, or leave them? I can't hire mercenaries or do that, so fealty drops and we lose that, though it's I'm going to take the negative either way. I'm not actually going to help them, so do nothing. I wish I could afford to do that.
You summon me. What?
So here's level 2 now, so it's got a much better garrison. And a mortar. Oh, no, it already had a mortar, didn't it? God, hurry up and level up. In fact, I'm going to
By the comet. It is time.
Soon. Oh yeah, I'll be able to get them next term. The Eldred's Guard. Let's compare them. They're just a far more armoured version with much better shields.
So,
1, 2, I've got a reasonable amount of ranged. And we'll use that last slot for those special ones. You can get another set of archers. I'm kind of skinting myself a bit here, but it kind of needed. You know, I'm happy to skint myself while I'm using it to expand aggressively. That is good though, so we've seen how we use our prestige, and obviously having lots of prestige and income, we want to up everybody's fealty towards us, because having low fealty will cause bigger problems. High fealty will eventually improve our imperial authority, giving us various bonuses, whereas if that starts dropping, it'll get problematical. So these events are probably quite good. As I said, the other negative thing which could happen here is if Middenland collapses and is held by somebody else, obviously, that's also not good for us. Though there may be times when I want to let factions collapse so I can move into their territory. Because while I'm not planning on going in direct war with any of the other Empire factions, but if they collapse, you know, if they collapse and are not there, I would, you know, that's not my problem. Oh, Avenheim is now gone up to 9 fealty. If they go to 10, I believe I can confederate them, which would be very cool.
the Empire. Do not waste my potential. Yes,
Oh, bugger.
on march.
So, somebody was asking if we could recruit multiples of them. I'm going with no. So, number of available units is 1. And there may be ways of increasing them later on. Some regions may get more.
Step to it.
We'll have to see.
I refuse. Now. Raise Sigma. Yes, a sound plan.
You consider an ambush stance. It's probably not going to work, but we probably need to cheese it the other way round. So how do I get that? Or do we automatically have the garage settler?
What?
I'm not sure if that was... Yes, we already have that, so... Oh. Extra weapon strength, extra melee attack. That is quite shiny. I think the wah was from the game because I just heard it again rather than outside, because all you'd be able to hear from outside is the rain at the moment. Proper Solland weather. It's raining down on a Pierfil, however I say that, and Steingart. Bob. I'm going to rename the town Fort Bob. I will try and do a few more zoom-ins on combat, guys. I know I got a bit of a comment and telling off for that from my playthrough yesterday. Today, I did record it. Well, I dropped it today. I recorded it yesterday. So we'll, obviously, we'll have a look for that. And all of that's yesterday, by the way, because I'm recording this
I will
yesterday
set
to you.
aside my studies for a moment to hear your words.
Yes. I would not be adverse to them recapturing the mountains, though I want the mountains, but I won't be able to get the whole region easily, so it's not the end of the world if the Dowie get them. If the Dowie ever fall there or crumble, you know, say the Greenskins expand, I would happily take that. Oh, what was that faction? Ooh. Ooh. So, you have recently become privy to a huge financial debt that exists between two imperial states. The elected Count Evan von Libowitz of Wissenland had illicitly secured a large loan from an loan of unaccounted gold, secretly withdrawn from the state treasury of Talabheim. Though there was a gentleman's agreement to pay back the loan over a reasonable timeline, Talabheim has now decided to call the entire debt without warning or reason. demanding it be paid back in full immediately. The two states have asked that you secretly help to arbitrate the dispute without bringing attention to the other electors. Who do what action you take? Well, there was a gentleman's agreement, so Wissenland should be allowed to do it. They are also my neighbour, who I want to support and make more friendly, because they're right here. So we are going to support Wissenland here, because Talabheim should, the gentleman's agreement between elected counts has validity. Which will push this up to 3. Obviously, it's dropped the other one down. That's quite nice. So it's basically a balancing act. I could have done it the other way, but that would have potentially dropped this. And if it gets to 0, I assume they are going to potentially go to open war with me, which I want to avoid.
What does the Emperor bid? Pick up the pace. By the comet. This will bolster the nation. Let us begin. That will work.
So yeah, we're definitely not getting any extra ones with them. And I can't actually afford to do any recruitment, so let's move this.
I am in ascent. It is best to move. Sigmar compels us. Very well, I will do this.
Come at me, boys. I want them to come at me now. I want to try and shred those armies out of there. Still not necessarily the easiest position to expand in. This is quite a tricky position to start in, actually. I mean, I could have gone round and attacked the other settlement first, but I'd like to take Carachim first. Carachim. I'm never sure if that's an RN or an M. It's definitely an M. No, it's an RN, so it's Carachim. I want them to try and attack me, so I can try and clear them out before I do anything. Because that's a lot of orcs, actually. That's it. Ah, I've been foiled. In which case, we're going to retreat. I'm in no rush to take them out. I will happily retreat to fight in a better engagement. They are having such weird armies. To be honest, I'd probably be better having lots of swordsmen against them, but the spears do hold a bit long, and that is the nice thing. They've got the defense, they're harder to hit. But it is an odd one. I should probably buff up my army a bit. 5 turns, +4 corruption. A cloaked stranger in a from the mist-shrouded land of Albion approaches request. He is of similar aspect, but I need the gold at the moment. I say that I would like the gold at the moment.
The nation calls. I go where the winds howl. Yes, that will do. Onwards! Moving off! Ready. The Empire. To battle! By the comet. Ready. Move! We march!
Ah, can't I go raiding? Now that's good, so we've buffed up my troops a bit. Melee defense. Let's up the infantry melee damage then. Oh, nice. We can actually get this straight up. Spending all our money, though. I don't need to up there at the moment. I'm going to save the money for now. There is Fort Solland isn't really in massive amounts of danger. My main areas might have some corruption issues soon, however. We'll have to see how that goes. As somebody has pointed out, it could be interesting playing as Agrand if you want to expand north at all because of Fort Sol. It does pen you in a little bit more, but, well, you shouldn't really be going towards the Empire of M. You should be pushing straight across to Carrick 8 Peaks, so... Though they do also start with a Savage Orc Horde there. Though that might not happen in their playthrough, that could be a specific thing for when you start as Gelt.
Friendship is more valuable than gold.
No. Not quite ready for that yet. Ah, you beauties! This has to be fought because it'll be fun, though it'd have probably been done better by altering it because I'm terrible, guys, let's be honest. We should shred them with our ranged as they approach, so... I mean, if we set up on two sides of them as well, so we have a lovely, lovely crossfire.
Great swords! The Empire endures! Crossbowmen! Outriders!
So, setting up on both sides.
The Empire endures! Yes, my lord! Our weapons are yours! All ranks, fire!
Oh, I forgot to actually put Gelt somewhere. That was daft of me.
War! Withdraw! Shall ya I call the rest! Crossbowmen! For the Emperor! For Heldenhammer! Sigma! Awaiting orders! Swordsmen!
Keep pushing forwards, please.
Finding rain, sir!
Moving faster! Moving!
Damn, I can't believe I forgot to put him in.
Swordsman!
Note to self, I've messed this up.
For the twin-tailed comet! Sir! Fire! Swordsman! Quick
Push through that gap.
State troops ready!
And you guys can focus on that first.
Quick march! I am master of
Oh, maybe dropping this on the same place wasn't as good an idea as I thought. But definitely make sure we do a lot of killing. And charge straight in.
Conditions acceptable!
This hasn't worked quite as nicely as I'd hoped.
Formation! March! Crossbows ready, General! Prepare for combat! Spearmen! Formation!
You can try and push through and clut around.
March!
You three can group and hit there.
Crossbowmen! Taking aim! Crossbows ready, General!
Oh, I'd have done that.
Missiles will fly! Fire at will!
Ah, somehow toggled melee.
Lands!
slam over here. I'm actually going to send my archer support here. And here. Risking hitting my own troops a little bit there, but I think we're okay with our little yellow clad guys here. Ooh! I mean, my mortars are hitting me more. Come on, Gelt, cast your bloody spell. Oh, typical. He casts it too late. Pull back, pull back, pull back.
Attack!
Okay, we're routing them here.
Yes, General. Crossbowmen! Swordsman! Finding range, sir.
Bow before me! Charge!
There we go. Mass rout now.
Spot as the target!
We want to make sure we do as much damage as we can to these guys as they run, however.
Swordsman!
Battle awaits! Haste, go, magic!
I would have definitely done much better by autoing. I messed that up something wrong. The fact it was in woods didn't help, which I don't know if it takes into account when you're setting up the auto, but...
Crossbows ready, General!
I don't think we can get much more. Other than that, we'll get lots more there. They managed to get themselves out of it quite successfully, actually, but not successfully enough. Trying to show them off there, but not really great. It could have been worse. It could have been better. My swordsman, my greatswords did very nicely again, unsurprisingly there. Mediocre battle, I would say, actually. Potentially not enough to let us advance, though we can cheese them a little bit now, actually, which will help us. So I could potentially cheese them out of Carrickern with two armies. So cheesing it, you siege with one, you hit the army outside with the other, so that the garrison forces can't reinforce. And I will get some replenishment due to opposition, I think. Yes, because we're still in our own territory. So we can definitely charge up against them and catch them at least. Nice.
I am ready. Are you? On march.
I will marshal the men.
That was definitely an auto.
Step to it!
Let us begin.
I'll start buffing my own troops up a little bit, actually.
What does the Emperor bid?
I am the Supreme Patriarch.
Yes, my lord. We march!
Don't want to be too far
This
forward,
revolts to the
just in
nation.
case.
Onwards.
Ah, went too far.
Now,
I am in ascent.
No, I don't want him.
Step to it.
The Empire.
Route Marcher, always Route Marcher first, guys. How are we doing with the other elect accounts at the moment? Not badly, we're over 1,000 now, which is good. Everybody still seems to have pretty much their own territory. Obviously they don't have fealty and they don't have fealty, but that's fine.
Who calls?
I assume as wars go on, some of this will change.
What? The Empire.
Based on who's there. And I assume if I assign people, they still... I need yet to work out exactly how that'll work. Oh, nice. And that's why I wasn't leveling up Fort Sol. I'm hoping they send another force down to wipe out in a nice ambush there. And if they do, we will then move forwards and cheese the settlement next turn. We may have to build up a little bit outside, and they potentially can move armies from over there, or charge in from the other side. So, I'm not 100% clear once I take there, but I'll be in a better position. Come on, come on. Beautiful. I'm just going to auto it this time, so I don't do horribly. Always a unit of swordsman gets lost if you auto it. It's really weird. And now we're in a perfect position to cheese that army. So that's absolutely perfect for me. So we'll move into siege with one army and we'll hit them with the other. And hopefully we'll be powerful enough to, we should be powerful enough to take them out. Ugh. I mean, elect agreed, while elector armies march forth, other nobles barter. We're not going to fight against men, so I'll take the money.
Do not waste my potential. I shall be victorious. Ulrich's will. No peace, just war.
Yes.
Ready.
There we go. Now, I'm not actually planning on leaving this army sieging it, especially if they took that losses.
By the comet. Follow me.
To the provinces.
Oh, wow.
To war!
I am ready.
We're not quite there. But what I will do is, while we're building up our siege equipment, we will actually swap Gelt, I nearly said Franz, to what's the stance? To the other stance, so he can build. I'm not going to be building up at the moment. To encampment stance, so he actually keeps growing.
To battle?
Men of the Empire, what brings you here?
Impossible.
Oh, come on, Angrand. See, I just don't need to level up Fort Sol at the moment. I've got absolutely no real desire to level up, because it's not in a dangerous position. And that is, you know, so it... While it would be really cool having it, and it would be nice, and it will stop any random incursions, and there might be events where they happen. At the moment, I'm happy to leave it as it is. The place you want them is in the north. Right in the north, up in the entrances to sort of through the Chaos Mountain passes, where Kislev are, is where you want some of those fortifications. Would be awesome to fight a tide of chaos, that one. It's still possible to happen, but I suspect it would be as Chaos was leaving the Empire. It would be the last bastion of your domain. Still make a very solid last bastion.
Ready. That will work.
So that's the thing, I do find the swords, unsurprisingly, because they've got lower defense, do die much quicker.
Into battle!
We're in no rush here. I do want to build up a little bit
is
and
war.
replenish a bit first, so... Things will be a little unturny. I'm also wanting to keep a nice amount of influence or prestige safe, because the prestige I will be able to use to, you know, there are definitely events, and they're not all, some of them are definitely going to be negative events, so having a bit of spare prestige, probably a good idea actually. To deal with any of those particularly nasty events. Well, I don't know if there's nasty events, but I imagine there's going to be some nasty events which will drop, and I want to have a bit of prestige ready to deal with them. Just like anything else, you always get some positive events and some negative events with these intrigues, so... Though they do seem to, so far, generally be quite interesting and add a lot of flavour, which is nice. And the point of them.
War calls!
The rival states of Avenland and Ostermark have been unable to reconcile their tensions, and tensions have boiled into a full-blown war. In Count Marius Lightfoot of Avenland has declared war on Ostermark. What action will you take? Well, Ostermark, through Avenland here, is my best bud. Stop the war! Civil war between two elector counts has been prevented. Gain 1 imperial authority, which is really good. Do nothing. Avenland will go up 1. Ostermark will drop. Or I could join the war. I want to put them up to 10. So it's do nothing or declare war. I could join the war. I wish I could look where they were. I think it's there and there. But stopping the war and upping that is also really good, because that'll gives me all sorts of other bonuses as well. Stop the war. Yeah. I know it was Wizardland, was it? It was Ostermark. Where are Ostermark? Oh God! Oh, there and there. So when they weren't even next to each other, so I could have easily gone into war. But upping this is really good, because actually, 5% chance fealty increase, plus free growth, plus 5% tax. That's huge. So that'll probably pop these guys up to 10, and I don't know what happens when they're at 10, but I imagine it's going to be something. I might need to change this. One more turn of that, that's not too bad.
Let us begin.
I think when they hit 10, I can confederate them, but I don't know what happens when I confederate them yet. So that's going to be something very, very interesting for us to find out, guys. I don't know if it's like a normal confederation, or it just means they have complete fealty to me and join my wars and do everything. But I like the idea of playing the peacekeeper here as much as possible. It doesn't mean I'm not going to go to war. I will, however, I will try and prevent imperial wars, because we want a united empire. Doesn't mean I won't fight other factions within the empire, but I want to avoid it for as long as possible. Wait, there's another weird faction I've seen. I can't see them now. Ah, yes, I forgot about them. I was aware of them. That is another elven faction, which is... Ooh! Tabakland is... and of course... Ooh, yes, Tabakland has come under attack from beastmen in the region of Keppelberg and are appealing for military assistance. Will you come to their defence and join them in battle, or leave them to fight? There we go. So yeah, fealty increases, and we spend money. Send a military force. Ah, cool. So that gives us a battle. That's really cool. So we're joining their settlement. So it's an AI battle, and we're getting involved as well. Basically some mercs we've sent up there. With Stig Solman, who is a hunter from the Golden Order here to help. That is quite a nasty beastmen herd there. Obviously the Ungors aren't so bothered, but those Gore herd are going to be a bit of a pain. I've not seen this map before. This be a new map. Or I've just not played the Empire for so long I've not seen it. Obviously I am reinforcing from behind. But we have... Oh. There was me looking there. Oh wow, massive statue to Sigmar there.
Our weapons are yours.
I want to stay hidden. They definitely know I'm here.
Take the ground. Swordsmen. Taking position. Taking position. Moving now. Yes, sir. Huntsman. Tracking. We obey.
Okay, we're going to position and then we're going to march. Ideally what I want to do is I want to get into the back and start shooting them from behind and cause them to turn as they get close. Or at least that is the plan.
Moving now. Swordsmen.
We've started in a really awkward position, to be fair.
Ready. To battle. Very well.
Forward! We're going to have to reveal ourselves if we want to stay in this fight.
Quick
I'm going
march.
to charge these guys in behind to try and catch any archers unaware.
Huntsman. For the Heldenhammer. Taking position. Go. Attack. Taking position. Scout leader. Die, scum. Moving now.
Oh wow.
Swordsmen. Go.
No, engage them! Stop moving!
Formation. March. To battle. We obey.
Why are you still walking forwards?
Moving now.
Oh my god, those guys are idiots!
Formation march. Huntsman. No lingering. Go. Quick march.
Not quite sure why they were completely ignoring my orders.
Targets. Sigmar calls.
Try and rotate a bit, please, so we can engage.
Understood. Pursue the bow. We are ready. Enrage.
He can keep shooting there.
Be ready. Formation march.
We've been caught by the Gore herds, but that's making everything much safer up here.
Speed.
Okay, we're free-ish. Let's try and charge into their archers there. We're doing nice damage there. Please try and rotate like I've asked you to open that up.
Missiles at the ready. Formation march. What do you bid? At speed. Shields up.
Engage. You can keep shooting. Oh,
Okay. Orders heeded.
I, 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 I should have done that one first. We did.
All right. Moving now. Swordsman. Go. Taking position. Moving now. Swordsman. Go. Quick march. To battle. We obey. Moving now. Swordsman. Go. Taking position. Moving now. Swordsman. Go. Quick march. To battle. We obey. Moving now. Swordsman. Go. Taking position. Moving now. Swordsman. Go. Quick march. To battle. We obey. Moving now. Swordsman. Go. Taking position. Moving now. Swordsman. Go. Quick march. To battle. We obey. Moving now. Swordsman. Go. Taking position. Moving now. Swordsman. Go. Quick march. To battle. We obey. Moving now. Swordsman. Go. Taking position. Moving now. Swordsman. Go. Quick march. To battle. We obey. Moving now. Swordsman. Go. Taking position. Moving now. Swordsman. Go. Quick march.
So that's an interesting combo. Flame weakness. And then a fire arrow.
Hand gunners, go!
Break off and attack them.
We serve France. Sigmar guides us.
Cav is gone. We've scattered all of them, so while my force is getting battered, hopefully it's enough for these guys to manage to actually win the battle.
Hand gunners. Taking position!
I want you guys to move over here, start engaging from the side. We can get a proper gun line up now.
Sigmar guides us. Take the ground! Huntsman!
We'll get another arrow off soon. Come on. Take aim. Fire! That was nice. Come on, reload, guys. Reload. Nice, we're doing well there as well.
We await your orders. Yes, sir. Quickly. Sir.
Charge back up there, please. That's what we want.
Empire marksman!
Oh, I keep using the other click on that.
We will!
It's perfect. Right, you can move out there to position ourselves a bit better.
Right! Ready!
You guys can break and just charge straight at them, because he's going to go down the second I set him on fire here.
Huntsman! Your call!
Go on, actually use your shot. Stop not shooting him like I'm telling you to. Yeah, we missed anyway. Rotate yourselves around, please. We can really get a better line of fire. You guys can move.
Swordsman! Quickly!
Okay, let's swap these guys out because they are going to be exhausted. So are these guys, to be fair, but this will do nicely. We'll shred that unit. Oh, God!
Orders! Swordsman! For Heldenhammer! Hand gunners! At speed! Huntsman! Very well! Sir!
I did think they might come back, and then I completely forgot about them. However, the battle seems to be going terribly over here.
Swordsman!
We are now to fight this lord in melee, and we are definitely not a melee character. But he is very weak, which might be our saving grace. Ah, oh, he's running away. Coward.
Awaiting orders! Right! Yes!
Come on, let's at least try and kill him.
We will!
Come on, hit him this time. Oh!
Preserve us!
And he's down. That's helped massively.
Charge! Swordsmen! For the twin-tailed comet! The Empire endures! Hand gunners! Move! Yes, General! We obey! Ready!
But you guys can come and defend that flank.
Reynolds
I'm going to shoot them, then we're going to start engaging their ranged.
Huntsman! Ranged weapons ready!
Turn and engage their ranged. We are quite a thin line now, but
Yes, sir! Quickly! Hand gunners! Moving now!
Get out of the line of fire, guys.
Withdraw!
I think by taking out their lord, we've cracked a lot of their troops, though Talabheim is struggling massively there. This battle has not gone well.
Missile troops! Ready for war! Yes, my lord!
Turn and break them again.
We are
These guys are barely standing.
hand gunners! Run! For the Warhammer!
Turn and face.
Good to go! Swordsmen! Formation march! I think Mars will!
Let's get my guys back up. Some of these are going to come back inevitably, but eh.
Huntsmen! Swordsmen! At speed!
Oh wow! That was a close one. To be fair, I did have a very nasty starting position there, so we did our job. We saved Talabheim from the Beastmen menace. Which is good. We've upped our reputation with them, and we got a fun battle out of it. I like that, actually, the idea of just being able to drop in and have a battle like that. Obviously, I could have let them fend for themselves, but I wonder if that also happens with you, if you're doing that. It must be quite fun if you're doing a co-op campaign, or a versus campaign, and they get that, and you can make the choice. And you can definitely do a co-op Empire campaign now, so... Ooh, and he gained somebody, but he's not actually recruited anywhere. Let's grab a public order one for now, because we are slowly losing public order. I might lose a few units. Nope. There we go. Definitely don't need that there.
I am ready. Are you?
We are going to move down there.
I will marshal the men.
Leaving him on foot for the time being. Franz is not happy with me. So how are we doing? We're 9
right.
there.
So, Sigma's
7,
will.
6,
The Empire.
5.
What? By the comet.
Nice. This is, of course, very nice. So you get the Empire collapsing, all of these things. Civil war, all elector counts declare war on you. That seems like a bad idea. Though it would be an interesting way of doing it, because you lose all the negatives. So if you're going that way, basically that's what's going to happen if you're trying to win by conquest. You've got a choice, and I suspect, you know, if you're going to conquest, you are going to end up at civil war and have no imperial authority. Well, I'm glad we finally got that out of the way. We've got a source of iron now as well to trade. We're going to replenish, and then we're going to move on here. I want to get a garrison built up at Karakuran to give it much more defense. So, because that's going to be a very big thing for us there. More beastmen. That's the same beastmen we were facing before. We're doing it. We're holding the line, at least. Oh, that was a new orc tribe I've not seen before. Well, I'm doing too much. The Empire really does feel so different now. So yeah, up here, where is it? Interesting. I want to get up there. So there are elves up here. Ah, there we go. Oh wow, that's a mammoth settlement, but obviously it is an elven settlement, so there are wood elves in there. What? Oh, the Black Pit. So that's not an original, that's something new, a new settlement as well. Cool, I like that. I like having these new settlements about the place. Oh, wow, we've got greenskins there now. Want to build those walls to increase the garrison there.
Who calls? Very well, I'll move.
You're going to dig in there.
It is time.
Means I can actually get away with cancelling that one and going. I'm going to go for income again. Although that's also useful. No, I need the income. I really want these guys to tick over to 9, though maybe you have to do it through an event to get them up to 10. So I want them to tick over to 10 because I want to find out what happens when they get to 10. I do think it is the Confederating, so maybe I should have joined the war with them, or just done nothing, allowed them to declare their war, and then confederated them, ending the war. But I'm not sure that's exactly what happens when they hit 10. It could be nothing. It could just be they love you. Was it at the start it said you can confederate them if they're happy enough with you? Because there doesn't seem to be a confederate option at the moment. I assume there is a way of doing that. The beastmen have been destroyed. Oh. And the skull takers who were there have been destroyed by the border princes, which is good. I wanted them to take these dwarves out so I could push in there and capture there too. Would that have been bad of me? I mean, long run, I may have a quick, sharp campaign versus the border princes. Because I would like a coast. Ooh. A rash of highway banditry across the Empire has resulted in the introduction of new decrees to tighten security measures on all merchant routes to cross state borders. With new highway curfews and tough patrols, more frequent spot checks, and increased restrictions on movement are strangling some states. Several merchants in Talabheim have recently gone out of business due to the new regulations, leading to fewer marketplaces and steadily increasing poverty. It is your power to pull a few strings to exclude the Talabheim merchants from the new decrees. I will pay rather than wasting my influence, which makes them more friendly with me. Nice.
Who calls?
Welcome, my country. Yes. Approach as friend and make your offer.
Why is it deteriorating? It's apparently only great power.
Yes, my lord.
This is an early access build. Things aren't always going to work quite how they are intended. I suspect that might well be one of them, guys. So don't worry too much about things like that at the moment. But in the meantime, let's fix that.
All right.
The elected council exist. We've had that one. Amicable arbitration. Nice. Right, I actually want to start upping my industry a little bit. The growth, actually. So I'm going to push out some extra growth. I could get the extra armour, but I'm not fussed if my infantry dies a bit. That's what they're for.
The nation calls. Ready.
Now they may come up back at Karakum, but if they do, we'll deal with that there. My plan here is to get the other army up, and we will advance on Mirkadel Vogelsbra. However I say that. That is definitely somewhere which needs renaming, guys. So please feel free to throw a name my way there. It's a bit weird that we've got all the passes here, but the Black Gate kind of pass doesn't have anything. Yes, I will trade for good Dwarven Ale. That is what we need here in the Golden Order. I need to call them the Golden Company then. That's definitely not something we want to be, because they kind of died. And it's from a completely different, you know, fantasy setting. Though I'm fairly sure there have been lots of things called that throughout time in history. I do have military access, don't I? Yeah, who cares if I do? It's only a little bit of trespass if I don't. You know, once we've dealt with them, and actually keeping these guys as a buffer state while we fight with vampires is also quite a nice thing, because then we don't necessarily have to worry quite so much about the vampires invading me directly. Oh, chaos stirs already. The omens are ill. Something you've done has angered the gods. I like the growth. Oh wow. Oh wow. The Elector Count Wolfram Herdwick has brazenly announced secession of Ostermark from the Empire, declaring the state's total independence. You can oppose Ostermark independence without military action, and by declaring war or turning you into a political power to gather support to stop it. I can't afford to. So, we are at war with Ostermark, who we stopped the war with earlier. Typical.
The Empire.
They are not close, but... Oh, they are.
Never.
Still an elect account, however, but I have 0 fealty with them.
Yes.
Oh, and that's what happens when they
calls?
reach
The
0
Empire.
fealty. They
Sigma's
declare
will.
war, though that might just be that
What?
event did that.
Yes.
So,
All right.
No one else is close. Does that mean everybody's at war with them?
Yes? Do not waste my time with petty talk. Make your
No,
offer and be
just
done.
me and Kislev. Feels a little bit odd.
who calls?
Approach as friend and make your offer.
To the provinces. Moving off!
You summon me. By the comet.
It is for the best.
We march!
I suspect they have an army somewhere. I'm really annoyed I didn't have the influence to stop that. And that is why maintaining some influence is a good thing. Though Ostermark is so far away, it's not really a massive issue. I kind of wish I'd let the war happen earlier and pushed Avenland up to 10. At which point I'll have the ability to, even if I don't have control over them, I definitely have the ability to change who the elect account there is, which is also quite cool. I think that is after you've confederated them, you get that. Or if you take the territory by force. So when you actually physically hold it, you can choose who the elector counters there. Though I suspect they still have a fealty level to you. We'll have to see how that works, because it might be a matter of you still have to keep them happy, or they will rebel against you, which is kind of a cool idea. But again, we'll have to wait and see how that works.
Raise Sigma. Step to it.
Let us begin. No peace, just war.
Straight at them.
No, no.
Ah, I can't quite get to them this turn.
I am ready. Are you?
Eek. Let's take the public order one, please. I want the growth, but all our negatives, and we've got extra growth from that other thing. Growth is good, but we do also have the chaos corruption there. We are quite a corrupt little state down here. Little elector county. I don't know what the regions are called. If they're just states. Oh, there are the dwarfs going through. I can't remember what that pass is called. But as I said, it's a bit of an odd that there's not a massive fort being built there, but they're having all the others. Though it wouldn't make sense there, because law-wise, I know there definitely isn't. Or if there was, it would be held by the dwarves. I mean, we can cheese the other armies off there. Easily enough. Oh, Council of States. The Council of States. Oh. It's an important group of advisors that grew from demands of running the Empire day to day. There are far too many for one man or woman to keep track. Prominent family members or nobles of each state are frequently appointed as consultants on matters of imperial law, finance, diplomacy, and military matters. A seat on the council has become available, and the states of Wissenland and Talabheim have both put forward a candidate. Ooh. Let's balance this. I want to keep Wissenland. Annoying to drop Talabheim because we were close, but...
Yes?
What? Yes, a sound plan. To war! Fight for our nation!
Absolutely not. I am the Supreme Patriarch. Follow me.
Attack! For Heldenhammer!
There we go. Both armies there. And they are gone. And well, I was going to say we control 2 territories. We definitely don't. You are going to start double timing home. And that is it for today, guys. That's nice. It's a nice bit of extra territory for us. So next we are going to look at moving out into Sylvania and capturing territory up here. So obviously that'll be a series of wars against the guys there, against the von Karsteins, the Vampire Scouts, and Tempelhof. I don't want to take all of them on at once, however. As always, thank you very much for watching. Please feel free to pop any comments in the comments section or jump over to my Discord and say hi. There's a link to my Discord in the comments and the description, as well as links to my Twitter, my Patreon, and my affiliations with Overclockers and Humble Bundle Games, so please check them out. As always, thank you for watching.